Hi, I am Orgodeep.
Hi, I am Ayush.
I'm Ridul.
Hi, this is Aryan Yadav, and we are all from AIMS Delhi.
We are here to answer all your queries, so let's begin with our query.
Yeah, so the first question is, how is your preparation graph looks? So to elaborate on this, I started my preparation for NEET from class 11th, but I already had a concept about the topics of the syllabus of class 11th and 12th from 9th. In class 11th, I focused more on the notes rather than NCERT. So I used to get marks around 680 or 690 or touching 700. But after class 12th, I realized that NCERT is very important. So I shifted my study routine towards the NCERT a bit. I gave more time on the NCERT, reading NCERT and solving NCERT based questions, along with keeping my notes along with me to clear the concepts, and started analyzing the question papers and everything. So I then started coding like 700 plus. So what I would like to point out is the fluctuations in the process. So this graph is not always smooth. There will be ups and downs. You will first, in some tests you will get better marks, in some tests you will get very less. But don't get demotivated. You can do this now. Have that confidence in yourself. And very important is not that you make mistakes. You have to make mistakes, but have to get it corrected. The last goal is NEET, and you have to reach that asymptote of 720.
Okay. Ayush ko.
So the next question is how to get C16 biology. So basically NCERT ही हमारे मेन बाइबल है. बायो में तो एकदम NCERT फॉलो करेंगे तो आ जाएगा C60 आराम से. लेकिन कुछ क्वेश्चन कभी कभार देखा गया है कि मतलब नीट में पहले कभी कभार बाहर से आ चुके हैं बायो में. उसके लिए मॉड्यूल्स तुम फॉलो कर सकते हो. मॉड्यूल्स में बेसिक आइडिया मिल जाएगा. NCERT तुम्हें समझ में मॉड्यूल से ही आएगी. ऐसे बेसिकली अगर तुम डायरेक्ट NCERT में पहुंच जाओगे तो मॉड्यूल के बिना नहीं समझ में आएगी वो.
तो एक चीज़ मैं ऐड करना चाहता हूँ कि NCERT मतलब मॉड्यूल ठीक है, पर NCERT में ज़्यादा फोकस करना है. पर NCERT में कुछ ऐसे टॉपिक्स हैं जो बहुत ही बुरी तरीके से लिखा हुआ है, जैसे कि एवोल्यूशन का एक पैराग्राफ है, या फिर फोटोसिंथेसिस, कंसेप्चुअली हेवी जो टॉपिक्स है, मेनली फिजियोलॉजी. सो दिस टॉपिक्स एंड एवोल्यूशन एंड मॉलिक्यूलर बेसिस ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस, दीज टॉपिक्स यू नीड टू कंसल्ट अ टीचर. आपको समझना है, ठीक से समझो पहले कॉन्सेप्चुअल टॉपिक्स. और एक चीज़ की समरी भी अच्छे से पढ़ना है.
So focus on concepts, apply those in certain questions they'll ask you about the concepts, about the mechanisms, how the things drive certain things. So focus on that, learn details. Details are important because they tend to focus on details as well.
Most important, don't ever skip the diagrams. Diagrams are very important. Like they sometimes just put the diagram in the paper and ask what is the labeling, what is this? Or sometimes they ask theory questions out of diagrams.
And sometimes the labelings are wrong. Just
Yeah. Learn it from NCERT and that.
so next question goes to Mridul.
Okay. Hey, there are a lot of questions about backlogs. Like this one by Yashi. Daily routine management of study backlogs, social status, relationship. So about study backlogs, well, everyone has them, and the best way to deal with them is to do them in parts. Not like you just tackle those backlogs in one day and what you had to study for today becomes a backlog again. So like when I went for OCC camp in biology, I lost almost 10 days worth of studies. So that was a backlog for me, and I dedicated 2 hours daily, which I sacrificed from my sleep or leisure time, and that worked out pretty well for me. And after about a month, I was fine. My routine was exactly how it should have been.
तो वन थिंग अबाउट सोशल लाइफ इज, ये 2 साल पढ़ते आप थक जाओगे. बहुत सारे ऐसे दिन आएंगे कि आप पढ़ने बैठोगे, पढ़ते एक टाइम सैचुरेट आउट हो जाएंगे. तो आफ्टर दैट कुछ तो चाहिए आपको कि रिफ्रेशमेंट के लिए. तो मेक अ हॉबी. यू कैन लिसन टू म्यूजिक, एंड द बेस्ट पार्ट इज मेकिंग गुड फ्रेंड्स. यू कैन इन classroom courses, if you are in classroom courses or in school or in your anywhere, you can spare like 30 minutes for your social life too also. I recommend that, because I had many friends. They all were aspirants of competitive exams and all. They all were studying. But what I used to do, I used to talk to them for 30 minutes or 15 minutes. I used to go to play and go for a walk or something like that. That refreshes me, because continuous study was not my thing.
I agree with Agdeep. सोशल लाइफ मतलब फ्रेंड्स होने चाहिए थोड़े बहुत, लेकिन फ्रेंड सर्कल दिखना पड़ता है कि ऐसा ना हो बिल्कुल आवारा फ्रेंड्स हो. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. So and the third part, relationships, just get out of them.
Now Arun, off to you.
Now this one's very interesting by Khushi. How to become a topper? Like no one is born topper. You might have heard this also. Through hard work you become. Like being a topper is not that hard, but you don't have that aim of becoming a topper. Like you should have the aim of like competing with yourself. What you got the marks in this test, you must get better marks in the next. You yourself are your target. Your marks should be like your benchmarks. You should break those records, move ahead. Even if you get back, analyze your mistakes. Analyzation is most important, because if you give a test, you do certain questions, you evaluate how much you knew. But if you're not going to analyze your mistakes, you're not going to learn. So learning is the major part of becoming a topper. And don't get into this that I want to be a topper. Topper is nothing. Knowledge is everything.
So there's a direct question by mid J2305 that from where to practice organic chemistry and physics, and also another question by her too, that how to revise bio and inorganic while full syllabus tests. So this is a very challenging phase to complete or to at par with the test schedule towards the end of the course. Like during the intensive test series, you get no time to study. So how to start preparation is the main concept. You have to solve questions that are oriented for NEET. When you are getting into NEET preparation, get that mindset that I have to give NEET only. I will do whatever it takes to crack NEET. So फिजिक्स के लिए क्या करना है? फिजिक्स के लिए क्लास नोट्स बहुत अच्छे से करना है. तुम जिस टीचर से भी पढ़ो, क्लास नोट्स बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ो एंड उसके साथ साथ कंसेप्ट क्लियर करो. एक्सरसाइज के नाम पे आप एनसीईआरटी में जो एग्जाम्पल्स दिए हुए हैं ना, वो कॉन्सेप्चुअली बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. तो ग्रेविटेशन में एक एग्जाम्पल था, अभी भी याद है मुझे, तो एग्जाम्पल बहुत अच्छा था. तो कुछ एग्जाम्पल्स एक बार एनसीईआरटी से पढ़ लेना और उसके बाद क्वेश्चन सॉल्विंग के लिए यू कैन रेफर टू एनी मॉड्यूल्स दैट आर ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड एंड दैट आर वेरी मच बेस्ड ऑन एनसीईआरटी ओनली. बिकॉज केमिस्ट्री में भी क्या होता है कि केमिस्ट्री में भी अभी फिजिकल केमिस्ट्री में भी स्टेटमेंट्स आते हैं डायरेक्ट एनसीईआरटी से. सो प्रैक्टिस मोर थ्योरेटिकल क्वेश्चन ऑल्सो अलॉन्ग विद द न्यूमेरिकल्स. एंड फॉर बायोलॉजी इट्स एनसीईआरटी एंड एनसीईआरटी.
जब मतलब फर्स्ट ईयर टेस्ट बहुत ज़्यादा होने लगते हैं तो मतलब हमें अपना वीक टॉपिक ढूंढना है. वीक टॉपिक एक हमने ऐसे 4-5 वीक ढूंढ लिए, एक आज पढ़ा, कल एक पढ़ लिया, तो हमें उस टॉपिक को रिपीट नहीं करना है. उस टॉपिक को आज दूसरा पढ़ेंगे, कल दूसरा पढ़ेंगे. उसके बाद हमें अपने स्ट्रॉन्ग टॉपिक्स को भी एक बार देखना है जिससे वो भी एक बार रिवाइज हो जाए. सो दिस विल बी अ स्ट्रेटजी फॉर योर फुल सिलेबस टेस्ट.
ऑल्सो जब तुम पढ़ रहे हो, ट्राई टू मेक शॉर्ट नोट्स, लाइक जो इंपॉर्टेंट है, जो तुम भूल रहे हो या जो गलत कर रहे हो टेस्ट में. नोट इट डाउन समवेयर, लाइक 1 page फॉर अ चैप्टर, 1 page, 2 page, whatever you need.
Like a mistake notebook, you say?
No, not mistake notebook. Like it should have everything important for that chapter, like the formulas, things that you miss, the mistakes you made, and also the data. So it would be a go-to thing before these tests.
Like what I used to do, when studying a chapter, for example in bio, I used to write the topics that I always forget on a sheet of paper, and I used to see that before the test. So that let me revise the things that I always forget, and that made me mesmerize them.
तो एक चीज़ बोलूँगा कि इस क्वेश्चन के लिए जिसमें कहाँ से क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस करना है फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री के लिए, तो एक चीज़ मैं बोलूँगा कि बहुत सारे हायर लेवल जो बुक है, एडवांस लेवल के बाद मेंस लेवल के ठीक है, पर एडवांस लेवल के जो क्वेश्चन है जो एनसीईआरटी से मतलब कोई रिलेशन नहीं है उसका, तो वो सब मत करो, वो सब टाइम वेस्ट है. सो कंसेप्चुअली समझने के लिए अगर कर रहे हो तो ठीक है, पर उसमें ज़्यादा टाइम मत दो. मोस्टली फोकस ऑन एनसीईआरटी मैप्स. लाइक देयर वाज अ बुक कॉल्ड एनसीईआरटी मैप्स जो मैं पढ़ रहा था, वो बहुत अच्छा है. उसमें क्वेश्चंस डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम द एनसीईआरटी उसमें दिया हुआ है. मॉड्यूल करो पर और एनसीईआरटी के बैक एक्सरसाइज करो, वही इनफ है.
And while doing questions, ensure that तुम्हारे कोई doubts बचे ना.
आयुष को
So the next question I would like to take is how many attempts you gave to clear NEET? It was my first attempt to clear NEET.
First.
And
Second.
so I would like to Aryan give some tips to them.
Oh, it's not the end of the world when you not get the medical like selection in the first attempt. You just work hard, make your way through. You just memorize your NCERT, practice questions. Do not compare yourselves with the other. That is the most important thing. People tend to compare themselves with the other, that person is getting higher marks, why am I getting low? So that's not going to help you in any way. So focus on yourself, your mental health. Don't get sleep deprived. That I like to add, because people do get sleep deprived. Never do that. That's all you need to know.
I think there's a question on how to manage current syllabus as a dropper.
Okay, like since you're a dropper, you have read things at least one time in class 11th and 12th. You have an idea. You are a dropper. You do not have to go to school. You just need to go to your coachings if you're enrolled with, or online platforms that you are learning from. So you just need to learn from them, and then you have your second half of the day, or if you're going in the evening, you have first half of the day. So you have got time. You have got an edge over for the foundation people who are in 11th and 12th, because they are fresh and they do not have that much time as you. So you can use that time. That is your advantage. You have read things, you have time. That's the perfect blend to achieve to crack NEET. So you just practice question as much as you can, because the questions in the end are going to help you with a solid concept.
Okay, so this question by Haziq, how to study for long hours. Okay, so it is very tough to study for long hours in a stretch. It becomes monotonous and eventually you lose your focus and just drift off. So instead, what I used to do is I took like 10 or 15 minutes break after completing a target. Like I had these many questions I had to complete. After doing that, I take a break. I used to play some game or just took a walk outside, talk to some friends, like that.
तो लॉन्ग आवर्स की स्टडी इतना स्टार्टिंग में आसान नहीं होगा. स्टार्टिंग में तुम लोग लॉन्ग आवर्स में इतना नहीं हट पाओगे. मतलब स्टार्टिंग में 1 घंटे स्टार्ट करो, फिर थोड़ा थोड़ा उसको ग्रेजुअली बढ़ाओ. मिनिमम तुम्हारी 3 आवर्स की सिटिंग होनी चाहिए कि 3 आवर्स की सिटिंग हो जाए, क्योंकि नीट में भी तो 3 घंटा बैठना पड़ेगा. सो 3 आवर्स सिटिंग मेंटेनेंस इज एसेंशियल so that you can maintain that in NEET.
So what you can do now for the last month before NEET, make your eating habits according to the time of the exam. So this is my faculties advised me to do that कि हमारा पेपर 2 बजे से था, तो जब मुझे 12 बजे तक सेंटर में पहुंचना है, तो मुझे ऐसे खाने का सिस्टम बनाना पड़े कि आई डोंट गेट द हंगर अटैक ड्यूरिंग द एग्जाम.
And also I would like to add that give the test in the environment that you will get in the exam hall. So many times your examination might be in a government school that may not be well maintained, or that may not be having an AC. So try to do it without an air conditioned environment.
So I would like to point out one funny thing कि हमारा जो प्री नीट एग्जामिनेशन हुआ था, तो उसका सीट आकाश ने फैला था एक ऐसे गवर्नमेंट स्कूल ऐसे कुछ में, जो जिसमें वो लोग क्या कर रहे थे, हर 30 मिनट बाद पंखा और लाइट ऑफ कर दे रहे थे और फिर 15 मिनट बाद चालू कर रहे थे. दे आर मेकिंग डिस्टर्बेंस, लाइक कोई आके बात करता जा रहा था, बाहर बहुत ज्यादा नॉइज हो रहा था. ऐसा एनवायरनमेंट वो क्रिएट किए थे. तो यू हैव टू गेट हैबिचुएटेड विद दैट.
Yeah, be prepared for everything. It depends on your luck.
Just prepare for the worst.
Yeah.
There's this next question about how many days maximum a chapter must take. Now this is like very basic question which comes to one's mind. Like if you're in coaching or you're having an online lecture, there are like times given to that particular topic, like 4 to 5 hours for a particular topic in online lectures divided into several modules. And for like in coachings also, like a topic goes for 5 to 6 days mostly if it's a long topic, or 3 to 4 days for a short topic. So what you need to do is, like a chapter has started, you start reading on the day 1 as your teachers are going to teach you. You read according to them. Like reading is easy, so you'll finish in 1 to 2 days. So you read till your teacher has done half of it. Now the benefit you'll get is this: you have read the things, and now the next part that your teacher will teach you, you'll have some brief idea. So that's one point of revision that you get. Second thing, now the time that is left for you, you will be able to practice certain questions of the topics that is taught to you by your teacher. So you have got a very nice time management there. So it will help you to really, reduce your backlogs also. So like this, so by the time your teacher will finish a chapter, you will be done with the theory and about half as much of the question. Then within you can do the leftover questions within next days over like the next chapter. If it's a long chapter, your teacher will teach you. So you can manage those time. So try to finish your topic by the time your teacher like ends a particular chapter.
So the last question for Ayush.
So there's a question from Puneet Bhavrayat that he's asking our study method and timetables. So study method is not something specific. We just used to study NCERTs a lot, and doing a question practice in physics and chemistry is actually important. In the NCERT of chemistry, I will recommend that please do the examples and back exercises. They are very much important, and sometimes the exact question may come in the exam. For example, in NEET 2021, a question came in from structure of atom. That was only the options have a point difference. So that was exactly from the NCERT. So please consider those examples.
So for timetable, don't make it like 2 to 4 this, 4 to 8 this, 8 to 10 this. Make it like I have to read physics, bio and chemistry this topic. Your topic should be complete no matter what time you take. So make like the target should be your topic, not the time, and that too effective one.